If you're new, press the bell icon to get the latest notifications.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Lunc Classic video update today. And we've seen Bitcoin trying to move up. I do think we're looking for Bitcoin to go to $27,000. And personally to me right now, it seems like, you know, the fire that Lunc Classic had is cooling down. Now, for some reason, people are saying that there's this trend line coming in, and you're losing the trend line. You could potentially go all the way to this trend line, backtest the trend line, and then come down. I don't know. I'm not very clear about it because you do have this touch here, second touch there, third touch right over here, and then you're pushing down. Maybe go back for the retest, fail, and then go down. But I highly doubt, because this is not a simple trend line. Judging this as a trend line right now doesn't really make sense, but what really makes sense is a cycle. As I told you in yesterday's video, I talked about the cycle. Lunc Classic is actually on a cycle, and that's what really matters. Now, people say, they're confused as to what I'm actually saying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually write in the Google the market cycle, right? So market cycle right there. And we're going to bring in the market cycle at the moment, and I'm just going to open up the images, and the image is actually going to clear what I'm trying to say, or the message that I'm trying to put out there. So here we go. All right, so the market quadrant cycle, I guess, not this one, this is not what I'm looking for, but the perfect one can actually be this. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so this can actually, or maybe let's just say this one. So yeah, so this is like the Wyckoff market cycle that I'm talking about. This is everything that right now Lunc Classic is printing in based on a TA analysis. So accumulation, the markup, the distribution, the markdown, and then accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown. So this is the cycle that keeps repeating again and again, and that's where we have on the daily. Okay, accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown, accumulation, markup in the future, distribution, markdown, accumulation, distribution. So this is something that is going to keep happening if you zoom out of Lunc Classic, and that's why I always keep saying, and I tend to say, that Lunc Classic is amazing based on a long-term prediction. So just going to bring in the text right over here so that I can write in here, so that if we can stick to this idea, which is actually a solid idea right now. So just gonna bring the font size down there. So that was where accumulation happened. Hey, can I tell you something? Speaking of accumulation, well, this is a little bit of something that I just wanted to show you. Okay, yeah, back to the charts. A sign is good enough for someone who is understanding. So yeah, if you're understanding enough, you're gonna get it. Sometimes you have to dig deep a little bit. I just gave you a little bit of a hint there. So we have distribution right over here. So this is distribution there, and this was where the distribution happened. And now you have actually, I'm just gonna write in the markup phase. So here we go with the markup right over here. So that's gonna be the markup right over there, and we're still not done just yet. And I'm gonna bring in another text right here, and then I'm gonna say this was the markdown, because this is what makes sense, perfect sense to me. Okay, so this was the markdown, like everything that happened in here, that was the markdown. This right over here, markdown. Okay, so that arrow that I just showed you right there. Okay, and then you have I'm actually gonna make this a little bit more clear. So you had boom, 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 2, 3, 4. This was an Elliott wave theory, by the way. Move to the upside, and then you had a very big, like an ABC correction. This was like the A, you had that B, the markdown, C correction right there. And oh no, this is just a second here, something like that, and something like this was the ABC correction, I guess. And I don't know what I'm doing, guys, so just a second, bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this was the 5, ABC right there. And now you do have this very long accumulation. Now, to me personally, I quite think that this is a long, even if you do potentially tend to go down like this, it could be a very long accumulation zone right here. Let's say some people are right about the trend line, which actually we have to still follow the trend line. I'm not saying ignore it completely. So if you look at this trend line, you could even potentially say that, yeah, maybe we could actually just come a little bit up here and try to touch and kiss this trend line and then move to the downside again. But that could still be turning into a very, very long accumulation, which is actually a good sign in crypto, right? And then you have this markdown, which I'm just gonna name it down as accumulation here. So let's do that very, very quickly. I'm just gonna take in the text again. So where is the text? Here, and I'm just gonna point out as accumulation. Okay, accumulation. Now what comes after accumulation is, of course, we need a markup. After this, we're going to go for the markup, and somewhere in the future, right above at these areas, if the plan works out, you're going to get the distribution phase again right here, and then come down, have another markup, and then continue higher. So that's pretty much it for this update. I think we're still in a very big accumulation on a daily time frame. Do refer to this Wyckoff market cycle to understand more. You can Google this, you can learn about it, and if you want to learn more, guys, I do even have a whole trading course for you. I don't even remember my course website URL, but anyways, you can check. The link is in the description of this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Love.